Alright, guys, I want to talk about insanity and sanity of today. As it's something that's been going through my mind, and I find myself in this situation where I'm not sure how sane I am right now. And I think the environment has a lot to do with me being in this state. As we are being influenced by our environment, that's to be true. And I think everyone wants to be sane, right? No one wants to be crazy and, acting unreasonably, irrationally, not treating other people right, and, just being a menace to society, to people around you. Also, you want to be in control of your mind, right? And why is the environment bad? Is because most of us live in these big cities, right? Where things are just so fast. You are in this wheel where you cannot get out, right? In the system. Wake up, go to work, get back home, and you don't have time to rest. You don't have time to sort things in your mind. So it's easy to lose yourself in this. But we have to. If we wanna have a roof over our heads, have something to eat, we just gotta play the game, right? And when everybody is living this way and it is perceived as normal, well, you will lose sight of what actually is normal. Because the things you see and you come in contact with is how you perceive things, You see it every day and you start getting adjusted to it. So that becomes your new normal. And you forget what actual normal is. That's how our minds work. When we stop seeing something, stop coming in contact with something, we start forgetting it. As your mind is too busy with optimizing its way of life, way of functioning, that anything that's obsolete or useless to the current lifestyle, it just shoves it aside or somewhere in the back, somewhere where you forget about it. And when everybody is crazy, you just also start becoming a little crazy. That's how other people influence you. That's why your circle influences you. A circle of people, your job influences you, the workload, your environment, right? The place you are in. If you are in a dark, apartment with all crazy, weird boogeymen and crazy skeletons, then that's how you start to think. So we are in these cities, and there's very little time and very little of nature. And I believe that the more we stray away from nature, the more insane we get. I mean, the less we are in touch with our primal state, I don't know how to call it, like being grounded, right? Grounded, like firm, stable. So you become unstable once you lose touch with nature for a longer period of time. The longer, the worse you'll get. The more insane you get. Cuckoo. So it's very important to remember your origin, right? That we cannot really live without nature. All the dystopian movies and video games, they try to convince you that you don't need nature, or the world is gonna look like that, but it's unsustainable long term. You just need nature. Oh yeah, so I think the best way how you can combat this is, to be more in touch with nature if you can. But if you can't, it's very important to have the right people around you, where you can sort of help each other, right? To interact with each other in a sane way, right? So that you don't get influenced by other people too much. Because you come in contact with sanity, a person that's sane. So you sort of like help each other out and you symbiotize. Yeah, so this way you can save yourself from getting insane. Because if you are all by yourself, just like in nature, a lone animal is a weak animal. It's very vulnerable to outside attacks, and when you are in a city, in the middle of a city, everything is trying to drive you insane, even the people. So find your refuges, find your safe havens. It may be people, places, communities, anything that reminds you your values, brings you back to the center of yourself. Yeah, good luck.